Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving deep today into something truly, truly devastating. The catastrophic flash flood that just swept through the Texas Hill Country. This was July 4th, 2025. And it wasn't just any flood, it hit the historic Camp Mystic, a beloved summer camp right at its heart, making it the epicenter of this tragedy. The suddenness, the sheer scale, it's just, well, heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is. And what's fascinating here from a sort of scientific perspective is how this happened, understanding the setup. Camp Mystic is located right smack in a region they call Flash Flood Alley. It's famous for this, unfortunately.
Gosh, flood alley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the rain, though the rain was incredible. It's the ground itself. Most of that area is impermeable limestone bedrock. So think of it like a huge paved surface, maybe slightly tilted. Water just can't soak in. It has nowhere to go.
So it just runs off.
It runs off incredibly fast. And when you get torrential rain, I mean, reports are up to 12 inches per hour in some spots.
12 inches an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's almost unimaginable, more than many places see in a month, easily. That water just sheets off, gathers speed, and funnels into those narrow river valleys. That's how you get the Guadalupe River rising, an astonishing 26 to 29 feet in less than an hour.
49 feet in under an hour.
Yeah. Think about that. That's like a 3-story building suddenly underwater. It wasn't just a flood. It was more like an inland tsunami. Just overwhelming power.
That geological insight, it really paints a picture. But gosh, the human cost, that's just agonizing. You mentioned the chaos. Here's where it gets really interesting and just so tragic. The human impact. As of, July 6th, they're confirming at least 50 people dead, and among them 15 children. 15.
It's heartbreaking.
And officials are saying that number, it's likely to rise, just awful. So Camp Mystic specifically, what made it so vulnerable, besides just being in this alley? It's been there forever, right?
It has, since 1926. It's this cherished all-girls Christian camp. Generations have gone there. It's nestled right along the river, which is beautiful most of the time.
But deadly in this case.
Exactly. And out of about 750 campers who were there, we're hearing more than 24 girls are still unaccounted for. And adding to just the sheer horror of it all, the camp lost power immediately. Water, Wi-Fi, everything gone.
Oh, man. So no communication.
Very little initially, which you can imagine severely crippled any kind of warning or rescue effort in those first critical moments, those first hours.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, I mean, it wasn't just the camp, right? The whole region.
Oh, absolutely. The devastation is widespread.
Yeah.
Thousands of people affected across the hill country. Homes gone, livelihoods disrupted. We know over 800 people were rescued from floodwaters in different areas, just plucked from rooftops, cars.
Incredible. And you mentioned the lack of warning. It came that fast.
That fast.
Yep.
Families are just waiting, agonizing at these reunification centers, desperate for any news. The water rose with such speed, there was basically no time to evacuate for many. You might get a warning, but minutes later, the road's gone.
Wow. Just impossible.
Yeah, an impossible situation. The whole community just reeling.
But, even in this overwhelming tragedy, we're seeing an incredible response. Really heroic stuff. The scale of the rescue efforts sounds massive. What are we hearing from the ground?
The response has been truly humbling. You've got over 14 helicopters in the air, dozens of boats on the water, drones searching, hundreds of first responders poured in, and they're working tirelessly.
And the conditions must still be terrible.
Oh, absolutely. Treacherous. But we're hearing these amazing stories like Camp Mystic staff, older campers even, instinctively protecting the younger girls, getting them to higher ground amidst the chaos, and the first responders risking their own lives, wading into that churning water through debris, often in the dark. It's inspiring.
Yeah, truly. And that search is still going on.
Around the clock. That's the message. They won't stop. And it's important to understand, each as the water goes down, the danger isn't over. The mud, the debris, unstable ground. It makes the search incredibly difficult.
What does this mean for the camp itself? Nearly a century of history.
It's a profound blow, no question. A place that holds so many memories for so many families. Its future, well, that's uncertain right now. But what's also clear is the incredible resilience, the solidarity. Local officials, state leaders like Governor Abbott, Lieutenant Governor Patrick, they've pledged every resource. And beyond that, you see the community stepping up. Supply drives, volunteers, donations, prayers, just this huge wave of support from all over. It really shows the strength there.
So what does this all mean? It means a deep, deep emotional scar. A really long road ahead for everyone there for Camp Mystic. Authorities are clear. The search continues until every single person is accounted for. That's the focus. Recovery will take time, a lot of time, but that spirit you mentioned, the spirit of the camp and the whole hill country community, it seems incredibly strong, determined.
It really does. And, this raises an important question, I think, for all of us watching. When you're faced with just the raw, uncontrollable power of nature like this, what happens? You see this incredible strength, this unity, this unwavering spirit just emerge from communities facing the unimaginable. It's quite something. It really speaks to human resilience, doesn't it?